Yo, this is Aztec 101, and I'm doing another video. This video is going to be a little bit different. The topic about this video is going to be about Floyd Mayweather and who he should fight next, or who do we want to see fight next. In my opinion, I personally believe his next fight, depending on what happens between Marquez and Bradley, I think it should be Bradley, Timothy Bradley. Um, I can't think of anybody else that would pretty much bring the not just the resume but also the combination of resume and volume of punches. That's one thing that Mayweather that Timothy Bradley has that I feel will be interesting to see against Floyd Mayweather. But Floyd Mayweather always finds a way to get you to double think twice about throwing the next punch. He finds a way to do that. So all right, so one of the things that I wanted to point out is you're going to see that my videos are going to be a little bit different. They're going to have photos on it. I know my first couple videos were kind of crappy, and then I have this, I don't know who he is, but he ended up putting a comment, a viewer put a comment saying that on one of my videos that I should, think about putting photos or I don't know, he said music or something that'll make it a little bit more interesting. And So that's what I'm going to start doing. Initially, in the back of my head, I really want to tell the guy to go fuck himself. Yeah, but I don't want to be a dick. And it was good advice. So, I'm going to take it. So there you go. I fucking. He told me to write things down, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, you guys, if you want to watch the news, you want to watch ESPN, go watch ESPN. This isn't fucking ESPN. Fucking Aztec 101. This is my channel, and I'm gonna freestyle this shit. I mean, you get the that's how you get the honest truth. Fuck it. You don't like it. I could write shit down. I mean, I do have some. Whenever I have stats, I do have those written down. But in the end, I tend to just go on a rant. I do try to make sure I keep an eye on the clock so I don't go too far off topic. But to go back to what the main topic of this video is about, Floyd Mayweather. Who should he fight next? Who? I think Timothy Bradley. So I'm hearing Danny Garcia. I'm hearing um, Amir Khan. I've heard Devon Alexander, and Keith Thurman. I don't know. Out of all these fighters, in my opinion, Timothy Bradley. But see, I'm wondering because Floyd Mayweather has the 154-pound belt, should we also be considering other 154 pounders? That's just what I'm thinking. If his last fight was at 150 or a catch weight of 154, 152, if he should, be continuing to fight and defend those belts that he just earned. I mean, that's something that we should think about. I mean, when we're looking at the names, because we're looking at welterweights, and right now he has quite a few options, pretty much. So let's look at pretty much what are we gonna do as fans of the sport? Are we gonna push for Mayweather to fight Amir Khan now and get that out of the way? I mean, for some reason, I kind of feel like that fight is going to happen regardless, and it just feels like it's one of the most logically financial things to do, especially right now if you can connect. Uh, a fighter from have one of the top fighters from Europe and one of the top fighters from America and have them clash together. These fights always make huge ton. I mean, you just saw Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. When you have fighters from two different countries, it's a whole nother level of income, money. It's just a whole nother level. Canelo would not make that much money fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He wouldn't make that much money fighting him. Wouldn't even come close. But he'll make a lot more money fighting any top American fighter than he would fighting anybody from his own country. And that's just it. But let's go back to Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, I think, should be fighting Floyd Mayweather next. If we're going to talk about Amir Khan, you have to put Danny Garcia in there. You can't have it. Amir Khan fights Mayweather. Even though Danny Garcia beat Amir Khan, it doesn't make any sense. So, in my opinion, if we're talking about Amir Khan, it has to be Danny Garcia that fights Floyd Mayweather first. I've heard different names. My opinion, everybody has a puncher's chance, but the person to least have that puncher's chance, I think, is Amir Khan due to his what do you pillow hands, whatever you want to call it, marshmallow fingers. He's got fucking he's not gonna hurt Floyd Mayweather. He's not gonna do any damage to Floyd Mayweather. If anything, he'll score points. But check this out: Floyd Mayweather will outscore you any day of the week. But if you put a fighter in, like let's say Keith Thurman might have a chance. He might have a chance because he has that powerful, just basically power in both hands, one punch knockout power. He's dangerous. He moves very awkwardly, in my opinion. He looks like a difficult target. So you never know. You never know. He could be the guy to do it, but he's not the guy to fight next. Absolutely not. I think it's a lot of it's hypocritical. A lot of people that are bringing up these fighters because all the shit that you guys were bringing up when Canelo was fighting Floyd Mayweather, all of a sudden, these things do not matter for the fighters you're bringing up. Record, all of a sudden that doesn't matter when you're talking about Keith Thurman. Fucking Keith Thurman, who has he fought? I know who he's fought, but the most, but come on, seriously, you guys would say that about Canelo when he has a variety of fighters for you to look at and who he's fighting, and there's always an excuse, that guy, Shane Mosley, he was already washed up. But when it comes down to Keith Thurman, all of a sudden it's let's put Keith Thurman in. No fucking asshole. Have Keith Thurman. He has to step up the ladder just because he feels he's one of the best fighters in the world. You can't have a fighter fucking he's 1-0 and he's like I'm the best fucking fighter in the world. I want to fight Floyd Mayweather and he knocked the first motherfucker out and he had a great amateur career. No, you have to work up the ranks to get to be champion. You can't just going, even if you do feel that this kid is potentially the best fighter in his division, he has to work up the ranks. It's just the way, nature of the game. You have um, Danny Garcia, who's been working up his way up, and I feel he's not taking any shortcuts. So if anybody's gonna fight next, between Amir Khan or Danny Garcia, I think it should be Danny Garcia. But if Floyd Mayweather can wait and he's willing to wait and he wants to take a heavier challenge, in my opinion, let's see what happens with Timothy Bradley and Marquez. Maybe that would be a better matchup. So that's basically who, in my opinion, again, Timothy Bradley should be the guy fighting Floyd Mayweather. I'd be happy to watch Danny Garcia, but let's be honest. None of these fighters, I cold-heartedly believe, can beat Floyd Mayweather. None of them. And that is going to be one of the topics of my upcoming videos. Because this is huge. This is huge. This affects his legacy. It affects everything. And there's no one else for him to fight. And it's not that there's no more. That's the thing. There's no one else for him to fight. But it's not like there aren't any fighters. There's fighters. There's a lot of fighters, and there's fighters he hasn't fought. But there's still no one for him to fight, because no matter what, we look at these fighters and we can already tell Floyd Mayweather will outbox you. So what do? It's fucking it's a crazy time in boxing right now, having one person that is so uh, far ahead of the rest of the pack, is just completely dominating to the point where we can't even if we do pick a fighter, it's we're not fully confident that this fighter is gonna win ever. It doesn't matter who we've put in the past 17 years. Like, we don't know. This is crazy. It's insane. So I don't know. You guys put in, who do you guys think he should fight next? And fuck it, should he fight a 154 pounder? He's got the belts. Should he defend the belts? He earned them when fighting Canelo. So, should we stick to welterweight? Should he continue fighting at 154? What do you guys think? What do you guys think should happen? Well, this is Aztec 101, and I'm out. All right.